Hello there, good morning to you. This is Kakaki Social. Onoshiorena Obozeghie. Thank you so much for joining us. The majority leader of the 10th Senate, Keyamo Bamidele, has admitted that the $460,000 that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu forfeited to the United States were proceeds from illicit drugs and money laundering. Bamidele appeared before the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal Wednesday as witness of Tinubu against Peter Obi, and he admitted this while he was being cross-examined by Obi's lawyers. The senator, however, insists that in 1993 forfeiture was a civil proceeding and not a criminal case, as Tinubu was never indicted, charged or convicted for criminal offenses in the United States. By the way, Tinubu and Shettima had proposed to call 39 witnesses, but they've closed their defense just with this chief witness that was in court yesterday. Reacting to this on the space of social media is Abe, who says, that has never been in dispute. The bone of contention is about the nature of the case. That is it a civil or criminal case? Civil or criminal forfeiture? Was he convicted of a crime? Is a civil indictment same as criminal conviction? These are the germane issues. But responding to him is Aki, who says forfeiture is a punishment for a crime, whether it is civil or criminal. Emmanuel says, my pain is that Tinubu did not need to run for presidency at all. He could have just played his godfatherism, and maybe he will continue to be relevant. Also reacting to this is this user who says, at this point, Labour Party lawyers should be worried about possible favorable ruling with loopholes that Tinubu and APC will rely on to attack the tribunal judgment as Supreme Court. Their grand plan is the Supreme Court. And a former Minister of State for Labour and Employment, Festus Keyamo, says that the European Union Election Observation Mission final report on the 2023 election is a reflection of a one-sided narrative. The EU had, in page 92 of its report, listed Keyamo and Femi Fani-Kayode as top fake news peddlers in the general election of 2023. It says Keyamo promoted information published by a suspicious website accusing the candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, of bribery. But in reaction, Keyamo stresses that the EU was only to monitor the polls, and that gives them no right whatsoever to investigate claims made by candidates against one another. Well, he wrote something really long on the social media, on Twitter precisely, and then this is just thirdly, as you would see their stories above. But he says, they said I retweeted a story by a suspicious website. Pray, what makes a website suspicious? They did not elaborate. How can foreigners come into a country and declare a local news website as suspicious without more and just walk away? What arrogance. And then it says, overall, the EU report is nothing but a reflection of a one-sided narrative. And I congratulate the opposition on working closely with the EU and cutting away the all-important prize of the EU final report. Munachi, so responding to him as he posted this, he says, I don't think it's in your purview to tell the EU what to observe and what not to observe. What you people took, or when you people took their money, you never complained. Hence, they have the right to report their observations. If your government had conducted free and fair election, we won't be here. For Akin Esquire, it says, when you and your twin brother, FFK, write long episodes to defend falsehood and whitewash the EU report, it only points in one direction. You are chilled to the bone marrow. Once again, congratulations to the both of you for making it to the top of the list as fake news merchant. Real. For Victor, it says, sir, thank you for your submission. You are doing an excellent job by providing the best possible information to the public on this matter. These swarms of people who are trying to discredit you are a bunch of losers. But for Kani Judiciary, tweeting at Samuel, he says, our legal luminary and great senior advocate of Nigeria of our time, please, without further expression of anger and frustration, sue the EU observers immediately. Put it to them that their report contains technical glitches against you. Is he really going to do that now? Well, let's see. Posts and videos topping trends on the social media are suggesting that there is unrest in Enugu State as armed men move around many parts of the state to enforce the one-week sit-at-home declared by the indigenous people of Biafra to see to the immediate release of their leader, Nnamdi Kanu. And then a combined team of the police and Navy was sighted in parts of the state, making sure of security. Nonetheless, primary school pupils were also victims of the unrest alongside their teachers.
Everybody lie down. Lie down. Why do you people come out? Why do you people come out today that you know that you sit at home? Huh? Why do you people come out today that you know that you sit at home? Huh? I'm asking you people questions.
I mean, those are the videos, some of the videos on the social media. But in all of these, the state government maintains that the videos we just watched are not from Enugu State. Or if they are from Enugu State, it definitely means they are from the very past, like long time ago, or other parts from the country. And it says there is no record of any case of attack after they conducted an assessment to verify the reported incident.
It was a case of false alarm, and there was no shooting any unknown gunmen anywhere in Enugu State. Yeah, sure. But people were scared. What happened was that there was a signal by the DPO of our station received, and then they started shooting in the air. And then people mistook it for the gunshots of the unknown gunmen and started running helter-skelter, circulating these things on social media. You understand? But what they were circulating were old videos of what happened elsewhere, not in Enugu State. There was no shooting anywhere.
Okay, let's also have some reactions to this now. Mba says, same group that downplayed insecurity in Anambra held solution to high heaven, even when people advised for change in tactics, have now relocated to Enugu. Hailing are downplaying insecurity, and every incident are tagged fake news because Oga must be protected. Elfizi says, I can imagine the trauma these kids are currently going through. ESN or IPOB is nothing if the youths of that region decides to kick them out. I just pray things don't go bad before they take decisive actions. But responding to him is Damien, who says, Oga, decisive action. Do you take your action against somebody carrying fully loaded 47 rifle, blame the governor that brought the teachers and the students out without any protection? If the governor mount army tank with soldiers for the school, do you think those guys will come? Okoye says, Peter Umba is not messing around with anyone in Enugu State. No more sit at home in Enugu, and that's final. Security is tight. Air surveillance and the soldiers are on ground to assuage the fear the enforcers of sit at home want to instill in the people, and that's a proactive governor, she says. I mean, still talking about security and insecurity in the States, this is closed-circuit television evidence, CCTV evidence. This happened in Abuja here in Boari Area Council just 1st of June. This is on the social media, as if you could just be rolling this, you would see that these guys here came for a property in Buhari local government. You could even see this one of the thieves making efforts to close the CCTV that was observing him. But this, I learned, it has been submitted to the Buhari area council police, and nothing, no arrest has been made even with this evidence. I mean, as we make effort to assist the government in their efforts to secure lives and property, maybe we could as well make mention of things like this to police stations close to us. But luckily I heard that they did not leave with anything. However, because of the security alerts, that, I mean, they unplugged something there that made a noise, and then they had to run out of that place. I think that issues like this, we could join hands to report to police stations close to us, just to assist the government in their effort in securing lives and property. And so our final story, Ekiti State government has banned a 3-day kissing marathon event called Kiss-A-Thon, scheduled to commence on Friday, July 7, 2023. The organizers had claimed that the event was planned in an attempt to break the Guinness World Records for the longest kissing marathon. However, in a press release, the government says it is not only immoral, it is absurd, unhealthy, and capable of degrading the image of the state. And members of the Ekiti State Hoteliers Association have been warned to effectively monitor their outlets against being used negatively to cause embarrassment to the government and people of Ekiti State with such events. I mean, I got some soft reactions to this, so let's see. Francis is apparently saying that this one pay me. Maybe you wanted to go and witness some shows there. Benedicta says, very good, but why Niger own thing? They always different. Shana all the world record one break almost at the same time. Now, wow. And last reaction to that is Yakubu, who says, lazy governor, what is your business in that? If they are adults, what about their rights? This right thing, it seems it's about time we define this right thing. So yeah, that's how we call it a day today on Kakaki Social. Thank you so much for being a part of it.